RLH GT Sport Rally, and I'm currently driving. That's not supposed to happen, but yes, you join us in the Fiat 500s around, I don't even know what the track is called. In the commentary box with me is Nexus Aspects, and this should be quite entertaining.
Yeah, I haven't actually done a commentary before on this game. It being rally, it'd probably be a few spins as well, because the cars would be quite tricky to actually handle all the time, so we could see some spins or crashes as well.
Yeah, indeed, especially in these cars, which are quite nimble actually, but up the hills they lose a lot of power, because I was just doing some driving earlier with everyone, and yeah, you've got to be quite careful when going up the hill. You've got to get those shifts on point, otherwise you'll be revving too high and losing speed. And it's all about momentum in these cars, especially around this track. As we can see, Phil getting a lot of airtime in this qualifying session, which has just 2 minutes left, as Fretty gets the fast lap with a 1 minute 46.9, beating Phil by just 0.2 of a second. Oh, go away. Sorry, I was just trying to sort out the keyboard controls. Yeah, I think I know how to do it. How hard can it be, as a wise man once said. But anyway, yeah, that's Phil in second there. You can see Bruma is actually slipstreaming Fretty quite closely, and you can see that they are very close to each other.
Yeah, and they'll probably be losing time by being so close to each other as well. Maybe they might want to think about backing off, being at the very end to get a clean lap in with no traffic, I think.
Yeah, it will be difficult, but it will be entertaining as well, as we've got a minute left of the qualifying session. Each lap does take nearly 2 minutes, so the race will probably last around 50 minutes, maybe almost an hour. And here's Phil, he's just gone down the inside of Fretty actually, and now side by side in qualifying, so the racing's already begun, and that's Shane nearly going into the back of Bruma. Philip looks to be quite off the pace with 2 minute 30.8, and look at that, the gap between Nicker and Shane is just 0.05 of a second.
Yeah, I'm just messing with my spectator options right now.
Fair enough. I accidentally started on the track, and that's why you can see my car in the pits as number 8. I'm not actually racing, lucky for you guys, and lucky for the people out on track. There's no damage turned on, and you can see the Fretwell livery on Fretty's car. But yeah, no damage turned on, which is probably quite the saviour for everyone, as there will be crashes and spins. I don't think damage is on anyway.
No. Yeah, it probably isn't. I'd say it's an event. I'd say it's kind of a more fun thing than a kind of serious thing, so I'd say damage would be off.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about you, but I'm quite liking Nicka's livery at the moment, his Kinder Egg car.
Oh yeah, that does look pretty cool actually.
Liking that right now.
You're right. Nexus? Are you alright?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Also, yeah, you can see, I think Fretty's livery is actually meant to be a rendition of his real life Autograss livery, which is on, I think, some kind of Toyota. He's probably going to be annoyed at me for not knowing what car he drives, but yeah, it looks pretty cool as well. It looks quite professional, to be honest. And I think Bruma, he's known for doing good liveries, and this is his livery here. It's pretty nice, the Guarana Racing livery. That's the Kinder Egg of Nicker. Shane in with lots of airtime there. That's the, I think we've just hit the end of the session. Yeah, you can see the checkered flag being waved. There goes Shane. He's not going to improve, it doesn't look like. just put down my remote.
Nick about to finish his lap as well.
Downstairs?
I'm not sure where the line is, I can't actually tell. I think he's finished his lap, doesn't look like he's improved, I'm not 100% sure.
What?
No. Yeah, it's Phil, he's just running standard red colours, and that's going to be the end of the session. So the qualifying order, we're not going to get a look at, but Fretty was on pole position, as we'll just see now. Yeah, so the qualifying order was Fretty, Phil, Bruma, Nicker, Shane, Timmy the Turtle, and Philip Duckcack. And I don't think Philip's fully upgraded his Fiat because he's quite far off the pace. Oh, that's
yeah,
not good.
And then there's your car in the background as well.
I'm not meant to be racing that.
There we go.
Not ideal, there we go. And look at this, Bruma and Nicker very close side by side actually as we head towards the first proper turn. He'll come out on top. And it looks like Fretty's managed to hold on to his lead at the start. Phil, on the other hand, is trying to go round him. This is going to be very close. Oh, there's contact there. Phil's nearly in the barriers, and that's a big slide from him. And he's gone very sideways there, and that's going to cost him a position, as we can see Fiat 500s all over the track.
Yeah, there's also Nicker and Phil side by side. Phil on the inside, looks like he's got that move done. I'm not sure what his name is, the SMJT.
I think
he's also putting him under pressure as well. It seems like he's been able to keep that place though.
Yeah, very close. Although up at the top we can see Bruma and Fretty very close. Bruma right up Fretty's shaft. Can he get the position here? He's going down the inside. They're side by side. Is there going to be a little bit of contact? It looks like they kept it nice and clean. Bruma's got is ahead, but only by thousandths of a second, hundredths actually. Coming over the crest now.
Phil also getting involved here. He might look to go down the inside while they're fighting, trying to take a little bit of advantage.
Fretty taking
He's going
the
to
lead.
go around the outside of Bruma, the inside for the next corner, a little bit of contact, and it seems like he's got that move done up in the second place.
Yeah, you can see it's very close. It's pretty much flat out for most of this lap, as you'll be able to see down at the bottom. Philip's left the room, unfortunately, which leaves us with just 6 drivers. As here is Phil trying to take the lead as he gets lots of airtime there. We're going to ride on board. Look at this side-by-side action as we go on to lap 2 of 20 here. I thought we were doing 30 laps, never mind. It looks like Fretty is going to hold him off for now.
I'm not sure what's wrong with the camera because I can't get it to change right.
Yeah, so Fretty's still holding off Phil, but Phil's going to make a move down the inside as we go through the long left-hander right at the top of the track. And Phil sets his best sector 1. Fretty has the fastest lap though with a 1 minute 59. And it looks like Phil has taken the lead, but will he be able to hold off Fretty for now? We'll have a quick look at that then. Yes, he's not going to be able to. Fretty's setting it down the inside, but he just doesn't have the momentum to keep it in front. Now they go towards the next corner, side by side. Who is going to come out on top there?
Phil just about keeps the position, but Fretty is all the time keeping him under pressure, so any small mistake from Phil could put these two side by side once again. It looks like they might be going side by side in the next corner.
Very close action here at the Saratoga Windmills. I did manage to catch the name of the track, and Fretty's taken the lead off Shane.
Yeah. Seems to be constant action at the moment in this race, and Phil's lost another place to Schmutt, I think.
I think he's called Shane, although I usually
okay,
just say some
that's
or whatever. However I
Shane
feel
is
like.
good.
Yeah.
A lot of airtime from these cars, of course, being rather.
Look at this. Phil, though, is right up the gearbox. Or not gearbox, but right up the boot of Bruma. Very close. I think Bruma's going to try and send one down the inside on the exit. Unlucky, Philip, for what the game has done to you. Oh, that's big slice from all of the drivers there. Now it's going to be side by side between Phil and Shane. Bruma losing 2 positions there, actually. Shane is now into third as Phil is up into second. Bruma then will be looking to make up a couple more positions over this lap. We're already on lap 3. Look at this.
The top 6 keeping very close to each other as well. Really, at the moment, looks like it could be anyone's race. With them being so close, like they're all within like 5/10 of each other, really.
Yeah, the cars are so evenly matched around here just because I guess that they're pretty much flat out and there's only really one way you can take the circuit, which is good, and it's a bit like the Grand National, to be honest. Anyone could win. I suppose this is the Motor Racing Grand National. That's what we should have called the stream. So Phil is gaining on Alex soon, and it looks like he's going to try and send one here. Is he close enough though? No, he's not. He's going to stay behind just for now. And look at this. Shane is catching up as well. Look at that. Just 1/10 of a second between all of the drivers. Oh, and that's a big slide
Phil's
there
going
from
into
Phil.
a slide, and it's going to allow Shane to go down the inside, and he's got the move done, it looks like. But he's going to go side by side once again. Phil back down the inside on a kind of switchback style move.
Look at
And
that.
he's going to be on the
flinging.
outside for the right-hander and inside for the next corner, and it seems like actually at the outside there, and he's got the move back, and he's back into second place.
Very nice racing. Phil is close to Fretty now. And let's see on board, Grazzi reads the back of Fretty's car. But I think he might be celebrating a bit too soon because Phil is going to try and get that position as Fretty runs wide onto the grass. Will it cost him too much? It doesn't quite look like it. I think Phil is setting best times all round here.
Yeah, Shane there just after getting the fastest lap. Though once again, as I said, it seems like just if you get the lines right, being pretty much a completely flat out circuit, as long as you get your lines right, you'll probably end up with the fastest lap, and that's exactly what he's done, really.
Indeed, and look at this. Phil trying to find it past Shane as Bruma's trying to get a bit of piece of the action there, but he's a bit too far back. Although saying that, he's going to go straight down the inside of Bruma as he nearly go 3 wide through here onto the main straight and down the hill with airtime to throw a spanner into the works. It looks like Shane is going to be just ahead of Phil. No, Phil's still ahead, but only just. Shane just 1/10 of a second behind, and Bruma right behind them. This is getting very close as Bruma's going to send it down the inside of Shane into turn 1. And it looks like Bruma has got that position. Now he's got Phil in his sights as he nearly hits the barrier there.
Yeah, he's looking for a move down the inside. They touch a little bit and puts Phil off, and he has to kind of correct this car, and he gets up into second place. And that also allows Shane to go down the inside, and he loses 2 positions in 1 corner. And now Bruma and Shane going down. Bruma on the inside of Shane could end up getting his second overtake in the last few corners on the outside. Both
Oh, it's contact all over the place there. Oh, and that's Nicker the wrong way round. Let's have a quick replay of what happened to Nicker. So he was side by side with Timmy, and I think, yeah, he just got tapped in the rear, and that sent them round. I mean, Timmy did well to save it, and that caused the yellow flags. But Nicker's back racing, but now he has a mission to catch up, which is going to be quite the task. Phil is back again ahead of this pack of 3 cars, although Shane's trying to send it, as is Bruma, as they go 3 wide. They all get forced wide, and that's Phil into the barrier.
Getting a little bit argy-bargy at the moment from all the drivers trying to get moves down the inside. Going wide, of course, is very slidey, so it's not the easiest to leave space. But yeah, Phil, I think he just lost place there.
Yeah, I think he did. They slowed it down a lot and he's lost a bit of time. But I must say, Fretty using his autograss expertise to extend that lead. It's now being clamped down very quickly on by Bruma as they're now side by side down this hill. And it looks like Bruma's taken the lead.
Yeah, on the exit it seems like it's job done, but Freddy comes back at him down the inside. Once again, a lot of sliding, but Bruma gets it around the outside and he gets it up into the lead of this race.
This is very close action here, and Bruma now in the lead. Fretty has got his... Oh, and there's contact between Shane and Phil. Phil's back in the barrier. Let's have a quick look at what happened there then. So he was just trying to get past Shane, I think. There's a slight hint of lag there, and yeah, he just had contact, and that caused a crash. But let's get back up to those top runners because Fretty is right up the chuff of Bruma.
Yeah, not able to make an overtake at the moment, but on the next corner down the inside, he sees the opportunity and he takes it, and he seems to have got the move. And now it actually put him on the back foot and allowed Shane to be able to go around the outside of Bruma, and he's lost 2 positions it looks like. And also now Shane's going on Freddy for the lead, side by side on the little straight, if you could call it that. Of course they're constantly correcting their car, and Bruma loses 2 positions in a few corners, and Shane gains 2 in a few corners.
Oh, and that's Fretty. I think he's just tapped the rear of Shane there. You can see it in the rear view mirror. Look at this, very close. They've all got their headlights turned on. It's looking pretty cool as they come over the crest. It's 3 wide now as we go into the looping left-hander. This is where overtakes can easily be made if you can get the line right. Although it looks like Shane's good on the defence as Bruma has run wide. I say that though, Fretty has taken the lead off Shane. So maybe he wasn't safe with how he took that turn. But I think Phil's managing to catch up a bit. Though the stragglers of Timmy and Nick are just struggling to keep up with these top 4.
Yeah, Shane's sliding seems like he's maybe lost a little bit of time to Bruma, and it actually might allow Phil to be able to go around the outside. And he's actually got the move done just purely from traction off the last corner, just getting a better exit.
This is some very close racing. Now, Bruma's going to have to be defending from Phil rather than attacking Fretty. Fretty is building up his lead again as there's racing behind him, slowing those drivers, chasing him down. And look at this. Bruma is now safe again because Shane and Phil are the ones battling. Look at this. Very, very close between the drivers. Although I say that, Phil's caught up to Bruma again. So you can see just how things change. As I say that, Shane sends it down the inside of Phil, but he's not quite close enough. Even though Phil ran wide, there just wasn't that room he needed to catch up completely.
Yeah, hopping over, getting lots of airtime there. Shane seems to have lost a little bit of touch, not quite close enough to be able to look at a move into turn 1.
Riding on board here with Bruma as he tries to go past Fretty. Look at that. Oh, there's big drifts from both of them as we go towards this left-hander then, who's going to come out on top here. Fretty is very sideways, and it looks like Bruma has got the position. The inside line working out for him there, but will he be able to hold on to it is the real question, as we see the other 2 battling in the background.
Yeah, once again, Freddy putting pressure on Bruma. No one really can get a break from all this racing at the moment. Freddy seems to have got a little bit better exit, and it looks like they're side by side coming down this little straight, and he's actually got the move done just before the corner. Although Bruma right up the back of him, he could get a move, and Phil's actually going for a move on
the
Bruma. And then
It's hit
down the
both of
inside
them.
of Freddie.
As look at that, Shane has made up 2 positions in just 1 turn.
Yeah, and Bruma going from first, he's down to 4th.
Yeah, it's anyone's race. It's just whoever comes out on top for the final lap will take the lead. And even then, look how close it is as we go onto the main straight. If we see an end like this, it will be insane, as it looks like Shane is going to take a look
And
for the
Phil
lead.
gets tapped into the barrier there, and he loses quite a lot of time. He could put him on the back foot and maybe allow Bruma to look at an overtake, but someone who's looking at an overtake on Freddie is Shane. He's got 2 positions just recently, going from 4th to 2nd. He could get a move that could promote him up into 1st.
I've just had the notification that the my Wi-Fi is too bad to broadcast on. That might be because I'm connected to my extender. No, I'm not. Don't know why that is. Hopefully it's fixed. Yeah. Anyway, back to the race. If you can still see it, which hopefully you can. I'm just going to go and shut my door.
Yeah. Top 4 very close. It seems like Freddie's actually starting to pull a gap once again. So at the moment, it seems like favourite for this win. Phil going down the inside of Shane into that's actually the first corner, but Shane's gonna be on the inside, it looks like now, and he has got the move done. And Broom is now looking to go down the inside of Phil, and it seems like he's got that move done on the exit of the next corner. Oh no, Broom actually sticks it back up the inside and he puts them side by side once again. They're still side by side coming onto the main straight. Phil seems to have a little bit of an advantage at the moment. Hopping over, getting some airtime, and it seems like Phil has got that move, unless Bruma can do anything about it and maybe get a move back down the inside.
Very close here between the drivers.
And up at the front, once again, Freddie's gap just came down and Shane is putting pressure on him.
Oh, there's contact there between Bruma and Phil, though. Watch that on the onboard cam, and it looks like Bruma has taken the lead, although I think we can allow a bit of argy-bargy when it comes to dirt racing. Up in the lead, though, Shane has taken it. Although Freddie is looking to fight back.
Trying to get the lead back, he might be able to get a switch back. No, but he goes for the outside, coming onto this back straight. They're side by side, and Bruma losing out a little bit to Phil, not able to make any kind of move for 3rd at the moment. Shane going down the inside of Freddie.
It is very close. Yeah, in fact,
Seems like
Phil's
Phil's actually trying to get involved as well. It's momentarily 3 wide.
Yeah, he's
Seems
just
like-
got his front bumper at the top. And look
Bruma
at
might
this.
actually end
It's
up
gonna
being
be
4 wide here.
yeah. Oh, and there's a bit of a shunt there from Shane into Bruma at the back, but Shane has lost a bit of time there, and we can see the Kinder Egg of Nika catching up, actually.
Yeah, all this fighting only helping him to come back, and if he is able to come back, I'd say that he could triumph. He's not actually too far back at the moment, as he just sets the fastest lap of this race.
Anyone can try for the lead here, I reckon. Oh, and that's Shane going the wrong way round. What's happened there, then? I think he must have hit the jump. Then, I think, yeah, he hit the barrier, and that's just sent him round. Or was that lag? I'm not entirely sure. We brought up the yellow flags for a fraction of a second, but they went green again. And now Nickett is the next in for the contention.
Yeah, looks like they might end up going 3 wide once again. Broom on the inside gets the move done, a double overtake actually, and it puts him up in the first place. And now Freddie has lost the lead. He's, I think, probably led the most laps at this point.
Probably,
and he
yeah.
seemed like the favourite to win this race, but now he's down in 3rd, so it just keeps swapping and changing.
Contact there,
Really,
though.
you can't properly predict anyone to win. Anyone could do this.
No, that's true. I'm just having a look. I think, yeah, Fretty looks like he spent most of the laps at the front. I'm not entirely sure. I'm just showing you guys all of this stuff on the track map and analytics and whatnot. But let's get back to the race, because Fretty is catching up to Brumadinho because Phil is back in the lead.
Yeah, Freddie having a look down the inside of Broom, a little bit of contact there. And he gets a switchback. Now puts him on the outside, coming onto the main straight. It seems like he has a little bit of an advantage at the moment, and he gets to move up into second place.
Very nice racing there, and you can see them. It's almost like they're frogs hopping over a jump there when they hit that little bump.
Yeah.
In my opinion, Nicker though is right up the back of Shane, and that could be a move coming up shortly.
Yeah, as we said earlier, the fighting helping Nicker to catch up. He's more or less caught up at this point now. Only about maybe 2 or 3 seconds away from Bruma at the moment, and if they fight a little bit more, it could end up being a 5-way fight for the lead.
I think Phil just made a mistake there because he went a bit too much drifting, lost all his momentum, and that gave Fretty and Bruma the window they needed to get right past him, and that's what they managed to do into the left-hander, which is the butt of many overtakes. And now it looks like Phil's beginning to struggle, which is quite strange, but not unheard of. He's lost a second now to those top two. Speaking of which, Bruma is going to look to try and take this lead off Fretty, I think. Just when though? We've got 12 laps finished, about 8.5 laps to go, so not all is lost for these back five, for these top five. I'm not sure where Timmy is in relation to everyone else. He's got 10 seconds back. He might be able to take it though. Bruma sending it down the inside of Fretty. He might go for the switchback here. Yes, he does. Can he keep the momentum going there side by side as we come out of the final proper turn? Fretty's going to stay in the lead for now, but can he hold on to it? Who can get the better exit? It looks like Bruma is going to be behind, though just 2 tenths. He's going to try and get the slipstream, even though they're probably not going that fast. And it looks like Bruma's got it as they go over the jump. It's side by side, thousandths of a second in it as they touch tyres, touch doors. Fretty just hanging on to the lead here as we go into turn 1. Who's going to take the lead? Bruma's going to send it down the inside. And it looks like Bruma's got the lead, but can he hold on to it? Because Fretty is going to send it down the inside into the next turn.
Yeah, Bruma on the outside, is still side by side, and all of this is allowing the 3rd to 5th to catch up, and Shane has now joined the party and he's looking for a move on Bruma on the outside now. And if any of the other races, anything to go by, he could actually challenge Freddy in a few moments as well.
Let's ride on board with Shane to see how this all unfolds out from their perspectives. That's a big drift from the two in front of him. That's cost Bruma a lot of momentum
as well.
And here comes Shane. He's taken 1. Can he take 2? Yes, he has, as he takes the lead of the race. Actually, no, he hasn't. Yes, he has. There we go. And Phil's rejoined as well. He's managed to catch up quite quickly there. And you can see Nicker just in the background trying to hold up to these people as it's 4 wide. Phil coming out on top there, just avoiding those side-by-side moments. He's just being able to carry a lot more speed through the track than everyone else, as there's contact between Bruma, Phil and Fretty.
Yeah, Freddy kind of causing a knock-on effect, really. Freddy into Nicker into Shane.
Yeah, I think that's forced Phil into the wall, because he was leading. Then there was that big shunt, and that sent him, I think, into the big wall of rocks. So that hasn't ended too well for him there. Fretty back in the lead though, as they all hop over the bump.
Yeah, Nicky also, he's up into 4th now, so he's been able to catch up, and now he's been put into this fight for the lead.
Yeah, Nicker is now ahead of Phil. And look at this, Bruma is going to switch back around to the inside on Shane, just ahead of us here, as we ride on board with Nicker. Look at that, good move there from Brumadinho to take 2nd place off Shane. lap 14 of 20, and that's a big drift from all of the drivers.
Yeah, Shane seems to be looking for a move on Bruma. He might be able to make a move into the next corner if Bruma goes a little bit wide. Only tenths between them at the moment. Not able to make a move though. I mean, yeah, it looks like Shane's looking for the outside for that's not turn one. I keep thinking that's turn one, but it's not. Shane seems to not be able to make a move at this point, although he is trying his absolute best.
It's very close racing, I think, which is quite lucky, and it means that it says a bit of Morfest. In fact, it's been quite the opposite. Very close moments. Still, anyone could win. Even I don't think Timmy's in contention. He's just struggling. Maybe he's not got the full upgrades on his car. Not quite sure, but he's 11 seconds off. But any one of these top 5 could win. It's not over till the fat lady sings. And who will that fat lady be? Probably the marshal waving the checkered flag, but you never know.
Yeah,
don't know where I
judging
went
by how this race has gone so far, I think my money would be on Freddie, but I could well be wrong.
I think Bruma might be able to snatch the lead on the final lap or so, and maybe just be able to hold on to it. Not quite sure. We'll have to wait and see though.
Once again, Bruma right on the back of Freddie, as we've seen quite a lot. These two have been in quite a lot of battles together. He's looking, has a look down the inside, but not able to make anything of it. At the exit, both of them sliding. And in the background, no, they weren't. I thought they were going side by side in the background. Bruma getting a little bit of slipstream is going to allow him to go down the inside, and then they're going to be side by side momentarily, and Bruma gets it up into first place.
Here we go then. Freddie losing the position to Bruma, although Bruma has still got Freddie full of his, has got Freddie and all his mirrors, and Freddie's going to go for the switchback. There's contact between the top 2 drivers. Bruma holding on to the lead for now, but there goes Shane. He's touched the back of Freddie. Freddie in turn hits the back of Brumadinho. But even so, Bruma remains in the lead. Shane a big danger as well for him now as we head towards the last 5 laps of the race. We've already done 3 quarters, but it will all come down to the final lap.
Yeah, and it seems like in the background there, Phil and Nick are losing a little bit of touch to the top 3 drivers as well.
Yeah, it does. Phil's all the way down by 2 seconds. I'm not sure if tyre wear really affects you in gravel, but you never know, as Freddie is going to go for the lead on Bruma. Will ride on board with him, although he's had a big drift, and that might give Shane the opportunity he needs to get past. As I know, Bruma is losing a lot of time to Freddie, the slipstream probably helping Freddie, as there's contact there side by side, and it looks like Freddie has taken the lead. Very, very close there between the 2 drivers.
Yeah, Bruma having a little look at the exit, but not able to make anything of it. Freddie actually gets a pretty good exit there, pretty even exit, so Bruma not able to take advantage of anything at the moment. But he's in the slipstream, coming onto the back straight, and he might have a move into the next corner. He looks to the outside, he might be able to get a switchback maybe.
One thing I've noticed is that Phil and Shane are catching up, although Shane's just dropped back. Phil is catching up,
yeah.
and I think Nick might be too, as there goes Phil flying past Freddie.
Yeah, Phil made an overtake on Shane, I don't think, well, I didn't see it at least. And then straight away he's made a move on Freddie for second.
So Freddie's not having the greatest of laps, because I think Shane is going to be looking to get past him. Although you never know, let's ride on board with Freddie now. Can he get that position off Phil. It's very close. You can see Shane in his rearview mirror at the top there. Very close between the two drivers who will be getting slipstream from this red Fiat 500. Will it be enough as they go through turn 1? It's very close. We might go for the switchback here on Phil. Onto the right hand. It looks like he's on the grass. It's going to be side by side as we go towards the left hander. There's door banging action as Freddy's on a big slide, and that might cost him the position to Shane. No, Shane has drifted as well, and that's evened out the playing field. He's gone for the switchback. He's going to go down the inside of Shane. Can he hold on to it? They're very close. He's just
Shane
ahead.
Also trying to have a look at getting the lead off Bruma as well, up in front. On the inside at the moment, coming onto the back straight, side by side on the exit, and Freddie might be able to get in on the action as well.
I know I said earlier that Timmy's not really in contention for the lead. Well, he's caught up to Nika, and Nika's not all too far away from Shane, so it's all to play for still, as we've got a pack of 4 right at the top. The other 2 are catching up rapidly as it's a diamond formation as we head towards the tight right-hander. Next, there's contact. Fretty's hit both of them. He's going to try and go round the outside for the lead of the race. Shane switching back, blocking off Bruma. He's taken the lead again, and it's all going down right now. As you can see, Nicker catching up in the background. There's contact between Fretty and Shane, and that's going to give Fretty the lead on a platter. Can Bruma now take a position here? We're going to ride on board with him. In fact, it's very close. You can't even see Shane. That's how close they are. He's going to go round the outside of Phil. Phil's going to bump into Fretty as Bruma does the same. We're riding on board with Shane here. Oh, and Shane's hit Bruma, and he's hit the barrier. Oh dear, that's not gone too well.
Yeah, and that promotes Timmy the Turtle up into 5th, and he's really has been pumping in the laps to catch up to these top guys. And same with Nicker, really.
Let's have a look at
so
what happens.
It could be anyone to win this race, apart from Shane, who's lost quite a lot of time after hitting the barrier.
That was very unfortunate. And Fretty is back in the lead. Timmy, though, he's made an excellent recovery drive to be in 5th. About to take 4th, potentially, from Phil, as the Kinder Egg Nicker is catching up to those top 2 as well, as Fretty and Bruma are side by side. Fretty's just got his nose ahead, although I think Bruma's retaken that. They're going to be side by side through the right hand, and look how close it is, just a hair between them.
Yeah, and in the background there, Phil makes up a place on Nika as well. And he could be looking for a move on Freddy down the inside. He is going to go side by side with him. But Freddy instead decides, no, I'm going to go down the inside of Bruma. It goes a little bit wide, though. And
almost
allows
going into
Bruma
the
to maybe get a better exit.
Yeah, he almost went into the rock wall there. Now Bruma could go for the switchback, but I think Phil's going to try and get a piece of the action. Oh, and no, and that's Nicker in second, and that's Bruma the wrong way round. That's what's happened there then to Bruma. I think he just got tapped by Fretty, and that's what caused the crash. But Bruma, he's lost 7 seconds. That's not too much though, although we have only got 2 laps left, and we can see it's all a battle for the podium, let alone the win.
Going for 3rd at the moment after being quite far off most of the race. He's like just turned on in these last few laps, I guess, up into the podium positions.
But will he be able to stay there is the question. As Nicker puts on a big slide, will he be able to take Fretty on these last 2 laps to take the win, or will Fretty extend that lead just enough to clinch the title for this rally event on GT Sport? It's very close though, because you can see Shane and Timmy very close side by side here as Phil's catching up behind them. Is there going to be contact? Yeah, it looks like Shane's just tapped the barrier. Will that be enough to affect them? We'll ride on board with Phil. Yes, he is. He's going to go to the outside. It's going to be 3 wide as we head along the back straight. Side by side along here. Who will come out on top? It looks like Shane, but we could see Timmy. Timmy's last out of these guys now. Bruma's managed to catch up, luckily, and that's closing things down for the next 1.5 laps before we see the checkered flag. These bottom four so close to each other. Look at this. Shane's on top. Bruma catching up though, and Timmy's in last after that. Although, will he stay there? Because Phil is trying to set one down the inside.
Yeah, Phil gets down the inside of Shane there. Coming on to the main straight to start the final lap as well. Freddie leading at the moment, but Nika putting him under pressure, and any mistake from Freddie could allow Nika to get through and take the lead on the very last lap.
Could even
which
cost him
honestly
a
would be a great recovery drive, being in 5th most of the race.
Look at this though, there's Phil and Shane relentless in their battle. Look how close they've been for the last 20-ish seconds. And I think Nika's going to be looking to take the lead on the final lap of the race. So let's hop up to these two drivers. Look how close they are. Just a thimble between them. And it's going to get even less as we go around the final lap for the final time this evening.
Yeah, Nika trying to use different lines to try and do everything he can to get an opportunity to pass Freddie. He'll be desperate to pass him really, because he hasn't really been up in this group, and if he got the win on the last lap it would be quite a story.
It would be very impressive. I think even getting a podium from having such a poor start is not too shabby. Even if it is second, I think he'll be pretty happy with how he's managed to catch up with these guys. With Freddie, it looks like he's going to take the win, but it's never too late as we go through the final turns. Big drift there from Nika. Can he get it along the straight for the final time this evening? Going through the final turn, it looks like Freddie's going to stay out on top. The slipstream is all of Nika's hopes now. Along the straight then, he is, I think, catching up with Freddie. It's going to be close as they head towards the bump now. Over they go. I think it is Freddie who's going to take the win here though. The checkered flag being waved, and that's the win for Freddie. And then Nika, then Shane, Phil, Bruma and Timmy the Turtle rounding off the order. Look how close it was between those drivers though. Just tense between them in that 4th to 6th. Third to 6th even.
Yeah, very good. Even though he didn't get the win, it was a very, very good recovery drive from Nika to be able to get those few positions right at the end. To be honest, I'd say my drive of the day would go to Nika, personally.
I think so as well. He just did so well to get back up to the top. And I think also his livery, we can't forget about that. I think no one saw the Kinder Egg coming. And it did work out for him, I reckon. The chocolate power pushing him forward. But anyway, I think we're going to end the stream there, unless there's another race. I don't think there is though.
Yeah, I think there's only one.
Yeah, hopefully. It's not very clear on GT Sport. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one-off race on GT Sport, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.